In a distant kingdom where the hills rolled like waves and the forests whispered ancient secrets, there lived two brothers, Otto and Wilhelm. Otto, the elder brother, was known for his strength and courage, while Wilhelm was known for his gentle nature and love of music. One day, while wandering through the forest, Wilhelm stumbled upon a bone lying in the underbrush, its surface gleaming white in the sunlight. Intrigued, he picked it up and blew gently across its surface, producing a haunting melody that echoed through the trees. Enchanted by the bone's song, Wilhelm carried it home with him, where he showed it to his brother Otto. But instead of sharing in Wilhelm's wonder, Otto's eyes filled with envy and greed. Determined to claim the bone for himself, Otto devised a plan to rid himself of his brother once and for all. Under the guise of a friendly hunt, he lured Wilhelm deep into the forest, where he struck him down with a blow to the head and buried his body beneath the leaves and branches. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but Wilhelm's absence was felt keenly by all who knew him. And though Otto feigned sorrow and grief, his heart was filled with guilt and fear, for he knew that he could never escape the truth of what he had done. But then, one evening, as Otto sat alone in his chambers, he heard a haunting melody drifting through the window, carried on the breeze like a whispered promise. And as he listened, his blood ran cold, for he recognized the tune as the same melody that had once emanated from the bone his brother had found. Filled with dread, Otto followed the sound of the music deep into the forest, where he came upon a clearing bathed in moonlight. And there, lying amidst the leaves and moss, was the bone that had once belonged to Wilhelm, its surface gleaming in the darkness. Trembling with fear, Otto reached out to touch the bone, but as his fingers brushed against its surface, a voice echoed through the night, the voice of Wilhelm, speaking from beyond the grave. In a voice as cold as ice and as sharp as steel, Wilhelm accused his brother of his murder and revealed the truth of what had happened on that fateful day in the forest. And as Otto listened in horror, he knew that he could never escape the consequences of his actions. From that day forth, the singing bone became a symbol of justice and retribution in the kingdom, its haunting melody a reminder of the power of truth and the folly of envy. And though Otto may have thought he could silence his brother's voice, he could never silence the song that echoed in his heart for all eternity.